Yo, what's good, my nigga? So, um, yeah, today I want to talk about my experience with doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations over the last 11 days. And I think the best way to begin is to share where I was before I began doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. So, if you've been following my channel, you may know that I published a book called The Real Nigga Bible. It's a very powerful book, emotionally. It's a very funny book as well. And this book possesses tremendous amount of power to go viral and to really change my life. So I've been putting a tremendous amount of effort to get this book in the right hands, to get them to share the book and hopefully land some appearances on comedy podcasts so I can really begin to take off. Now, I live maybe 2 hours away from the world's famous comedy store in Hollywood. So I've been driving down to Hollywood, passing out books, giving it to comedians, and I've been mailing a tremendous amount of books to people who I feel would really find it funny and would invite me onto their platform. Several examples include Theo Vaughn, Kai Cenat, Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Burt Kreischer, Gideon, the Hodge twins. I've sent books to all of these people. And I currently work at a bar, and it's an okay position. It's actually pretty great in terms of the location and the environment, like the intimacy, and the food's really delicious as well. And at the same time, I'm not meant to work in a bar for the rest of my life. I actually don't give a fuck about alcohol whatsoever. I don't like how my body feels when I drink. I feel like someone placed a wet blanket on my brain, and I don't like how it affects my decision making. I feel like it numbs me and it makes me a less version of myself. I feel that it lowers my frequency. So I work at a bar, and to have this kind of feeling towards alcohol, it's not really the greatest alignment between me and the environment that I am in. I find that I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I find that on Monday, maybe even Tuesday, I have a energetic hangover where I have to process all of the bullshit that I went through over the weekend. And I don't like the emotional residue that it leaves me with afterwards. So I'm trying to explode with opportunities out of this environment. And I've been in a massive state of stress, not knowing when someone's going to receive my book, if they're going to share it, and if it even gets into their hands in the first place. I'm sending it to P.O. boxes. I don't know how often they check the P.O. boxes. I don't have any clue. There's a lot that's outside of my control. So this left me in a very stressful state and trying to control what I can't control, which is someone, giving me an opportunity. So I was brought to my knees, just in a very high sense, a state of stress. And I like to write a lot. So I want to read you a journal entry that I wrote on June 25th, 2024 at 3:37 p.m. 3:37. I keep noticing those numbers. Anyway, everything is divine timing, although it doesn't always seem that way. It always works out, even if in the moment it doesn't seem like it will. Very intense, but I believe the intensity is leading me where I am meant to go. It always works out. It always does. I have to tell myself this over and over again. It'll all work itself out. It's just hairy at the moment. It is unclear, but still I trust. The timing is always perfect. If it is to be, then it will. It will be. I trust that it will. I must continue to let go. I must continue to push forward. I believe. I believe. God, I put my faith in you. I trust you, God. I trust. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I will continue to rest and seek out help. I must continue to be patient. Patience is everything. It's everything. It's what is calling forth from me. I must remain patient and grateful. This is the day before I began my meditations. And the next day, I downloaded the app Calm and I meditated. And the next day, I did another calm meditation. However, in the evening, I decided to listen to a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation about blessing the energy centers on YouTube. It's like a 42-minute video. And I remember when I did a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation many years ago. It was a meditation based on his book, You Are the Placebo. It was like a 45-minute meditation, and I'll never forget how powerful that was. However, I hadn't done it since because I felt that doing a meditation that was that long was a massive time commitment. And I'm like, dude, I got to sit down again for 40 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever. And I got to, do this meditation. That's too long. I'm not going to do that. But I remember the impact that that meditation left on me. So I decided to do it. Well, not that specific meditation. Doing a meditation that was a very long meditation. The impact that that had. So while I'm going through this meditation, maybe around the 30-minute mark, I have this idea to start doing like real nigga meditations. And I fall in love with the idea. I think it's hilarious, but I also feel like it's so helpful. So that night, I recorded the first meditation and I posted it and I shared it with a bunch of people. And people were really loving it. People were really responding to it. So I made more. And all of a sudden, I had 94 subscribers. All of a sudden, subscribers are beginning to roll in. And I'm like, whoa, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. So the next day, I do another calm meditation, and then I do another Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation, another long one. And the impact that it left on me was powerful. And I'm doing more meditations, but what began to happen was opportunities began to seek me out. And I think it's because my energy was very centered and I became very magnetic because Dr. Joe Dispenza, he talks about tapping into the frequency in which you want to be in. So, what's the life that you want to live and imagine it crystal clear, like you're already there, living it and experiencing it right now, and feel grateful and appreciative that you've done it. And the crazy thing is, the brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So when you visualize your future crystal clear in a meditative state with a emotion of gratitude, it begins to feel extremely real for your body. And not just that, but because everything in this universe is vibration, you're tapping into a vibration that already exists. And now you're operating at that frequency now. And instead of you having to push, 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 your future now is being pulled towards you, and opportunities begin to seek you out. I got a phone call from someone who I've known for years, someone that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And I was like, whoa, this person called me? Like, this is random. And he's like, hey, man, I want to kind of pick your brain on something. We should connect. But the crazy thing is, I've been thinking about connecting with this person lately as well because I've been wanting to get new headshots with me posing with my book. Because my thumbnail on Instagram has been a turtle, a cartoon turtle, hopping on a stone in space. And as I'm reaching out to people and I'm telling them I'm the author of the Real Nigga Bible, I'm sure there could be some confusion as to the legitimacy of that, considering that there's a fucking turtle in space as the thumbnail. It's a trust hurdle that I have to overcome. So I was like, you know what? I was thinking about booking a photo shoot with you anyway. Let's book the photo shoot and then we'll talk about what you want to talk about. So when we meet up, he tells me he's looking for someone to do some sales for him for his business. Well, I've been wanting to get back into sales. And I've been wanting to be immersed in a environment that is very creative. And not just that, but I wanted to feel like I'm actually making a difference and I am immersed in an environment where I feel that I can learn and grow. And when I went to the studio, it was the first time I was at their studio. They've had this studio since 2020. It's been 4 years. And he's walking me through, and he has not missed a single detail. There was so much intention behind the work that he does in the studio. And as he spoke with each word that left his mouth, it was very obvious that this man has learned so much. And I was learning so much as he was speaking. And I was like, dude, like, fuck yes, this is incredible. I want to be in this environment. I feel like I would be in such a great position to learn a tremendous amount. So I said yes. Very random. And then I get a text from my older sister the next day. I'm still doing my meditations, tapping into the frequency. She's like, hey, you have a book that arrived for you. And I was like, what? That's random. I didn't order that book. Why did it arrive at her house? And they open up the package and they're like, what? You didn't order this? I was like, no, what? Someone sent it to me. But in the picture, I can see that there's a note that's left in there from Amazon. You know, you can have it where it's like, hey, I decided you can leave a note for people when you give a gift. And I was like, who's the note from? And she sent me a picture, and it was from an entrepreneur that I respect almost like a hero, who I've connected with and I've loved connecting with, but we've only got to connect just very briefly a couple times because they're very busy, they're extremely successful. And I was like, what? This person sent me this book? Like, they thought of me out of all the people that they know? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What? This is unbelievable. And in one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, he has you at his morning meditation ask for a sign from the universe that is unexpected but leaves no doubt that the universe is working for you. And that was a sign for me. And my world has just been opening up like crazy. People have been really feeling my energy. I have another person who reached out to me to help me out with social media stuff when it comes to my book. I had one person reach out to me in the YouTube comments of my meditations and say, hey, I have so many questions, let's connect. And I left my email address in the comments, which if you ever want to talk about how my book has impacted you, you can always email me, Marcius at therealniggabible.com. They reach out to me and they suggest we hop on a call. And I was like, man, this person might be a little weird. I don't know. This is a stranger on the internet. We'll see. I'll do the call just because this is the first time this has ever happened. So we hop on a Google Meet together and we're scheduled for an hour. The call goes 2 hours. And we have this resonance that is so profound. We connect on such a profoundly deep way that could not be forced. It was like, what the fuck? This connection is incredible. What an amazingly beautiful start to a friendship. And this was pulled towards me. Yesterday, I'm at the bar that I work at. Now, mind you, I'm not looking for anything when it comes to women right now. My whole focus is on my book. I I know I'm a very attractive guy and I get a lot of looks from women and it's cool. I enjoy it. I love the way my body feels when I see someone that I'm attracted to and I can see they're also attracted to me. But I'm not moving anything forward. It's just not something I'm particularly intentional about. And yesterday had a woman just put it out there. Just she just shot her shot with me and was like, "I would do you in a heartbeat if I could." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "We can make this happen." So opportunities have been flocking towards me. My energy has been so fucking magnetic and so powerful. And a couple months ago, I uploaded 45 YouTube videos in 45 days. And from that, I gained about 20 subscribers. Within the span of 10 days of doing the Real Nigga meditations, I gained 200 new subscribers. There was one time where I went to bed and I woke up and I gained 21 subscribers in my sleep. The world's opening up for me. I'm very grateful. I'm fully bought into the meditations. I am fully bought in. The more I do it, the more opportunities come my way. In an hour, I have a lunch meeting with someone that I recently met who has read my book and wants to chat. I don't know what this is about. I don't know where this could lead, but I said yes. Fuck it. And I feel like people can really feel how powerful I am. And that's because I'm very centered in my own energy. Big shout outs to Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. I highly recommend his book, Becoming Supernatural. It has been just such a phenomenal read. His meditations have made a massive impact on my life already. I am fully bought in, fully bought in. The opportunity that comes to me, how I feel, how I've just become this extremely magnetic person. Life is good. Life is so good. I did a meditation today, a morning meditation that Dr. Joe Dispenza has. This is not uncommon, where it leaves such a fucking unbelievable positive emotional impact on me that I have to just like sit with it and be like, what the fuck just happened? It feels like it's the opposite of trauma. You know, when you experience trauma, it's like you have this event or maybe these drips of stresses that has a negative emotional impact on your system, it feels the exact opposite of that, where there is a fucking huge ass emotional impact. However, it's in the opposite direction. It's of like joy and gratitude and appreciation and love. And it's so potent. It's like, boom. It's like a big bang of positivity that just explodes inside of your body. And it's so intense, you gotta be like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck was that? Wow. And I just feel so happy and I feel so good. And I'm operating at my best self. And opportunities keep flowing my way. And just from being my best self, it just keeps happening. It's a snowball. I have so much momentum. I'm so grateful. It wasn't my intention to make this video today. I just was called and pulled to do it. If you're feeling stressed out in any way, if you're feeling lost, you're feeling confused, if things have been really challenging for you and you've been feeling very stressed out, do a couple Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations on YouTube and watch your life fucking change right before your eyes. I love you tremendously. I have no clue who you are. But bro, I believe in you so much. And I know you believe in you. And I know you have a lot to give. And there's so much that your heart sings for to create. Let's get you out of survival mode and into creation mode. I hope that this video helps you break through. I hope that this serves as a catalyst for you to live a life that you just feel so fucking happy to live. It's possible. I'll talk to you soon. Be good to yourself.